Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean. Please welcome my very special co-host, Wisdom Seeker Joan. Hi, Joan,
Hi, Jean. Thanks for having me today.
and happy Monday to everybody. Happy Magical Monday. And what we're doing on this Magical Monday is what do your spirit guides want you to know? And Joan, I'm not sure if you had a chance to catch the show I did with Valerie from Illumination Portal. And
Yes.
it was a wonderful show. And what we did was we reviewed the sun going into Aquarius and Pluto going into Aquarius on Saturday the 20th. And this is a big, big event that just happened. And it's really going to make some huge changes in the future for over the next 20 years. And it was just amazing. We were talking about that, and I was on the Crone Zone on Saturday, and before the Valerie's show, and we talked about downloads, receiving some downloads, and Valerie was in the chat, and she said, "Jean, that's what we're going to do when we go into the sign of Aquarius." So, and I said, it's I said I picked downloads because it was like it stood out to me as a topic to discuss, but it was so it just the synchronicity of spirit guides giving us these tips and these notions or this guidance to discuss this when that is exactly what it means when we're moving into Aquarius.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was really very amazing. So,
If you haven't
hello.
seen them, I highly endorse both of those shows.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So if anybody gets a chance to see that, they were both really high vibrational shows. So I see Peacock Rainbow is here, Froxy Roxy, and Craig Dixon, Willow Love, C, MCB, Double Zero, La Lima, and Jessica Williams. So nice to see you, Jessica. And Bless 1111. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Wiki is here. Of course. Yay, Wiki. You're so
Yay.
sweet. Look at her new puppy. Isn't she sweet?
Darling.
I know. Let us know what your puppy's name and make sure. I think it's a girl. I'm not sure. Um, yeah, just let me know. And what the puppy's name is, Wiki, and that would be great. We want to all um, be in on all the love and tell us what's happening. So Jill Sinanan is here. Hi, Jill. So nice to see you. Cat Mama Meow is here. Hi, Anne and Teresa. And let me see. Okay, I think I got everybody. Let me see if anybody else came in. Oh my goodness. Okay, very good. Jessica, I see you. Janice Kath is here. Hi, Janice. Thank you very much. So Janice did a wonderful, she is asking her question and she's putting her question all in caps. And this is what we ask. If you could put it all in caps, it's easier for us um, to notice it. And also, yeah, that would be good. Oh, and the other thing I knew there was something else I was just going to say. All questions are taken in random order. So just so everybody knows. Um, okay, so Janice says, am I meeting someone for a future committed relationship this year? Thanks a lot. So I would say romantic, right? That's what she's looking for is a romantic
Yes.
relationship. Hi, Laurie. And Wiki says her new puppy got passing grades for at the vet today. Very nice. Thanks, Wiki.
All right, let's take a look. Okay, I'm asking, will Janice, Kath, Meet someone for a future committed relationship this year. I'm seeing yes. Will it be in the first half of the year? Thinking. Yes. Will it be in the first quarter of the year? Okay, so second quarter, January, February, March, April, May. All right. And will they be together on January 1st, 2025? Will they be together on January 1st, 2026? Will they be together on January 1st, 2030? Looks like he's sticking around. That's what I got. How about you, Jean?
As you were asking the questions, Maya was saying the same answer, so I just put mine down and was watching yours.
Oh, well, keep us informed. Inquiring minds will want to know. Thank you, Janice. That was a fun one to kick it off with.
Absolutely. And I have to say, there are so many different questions. Her pup's name is Nico. Thank you very much. That's a cute name. There's so many different questions that were being asked at this time. They ask for the career, they ask for love life, they ask for moving, they ask for spirit guides, they ask for angels, they ask for messages from loved ones, and it's and during this sign of Aquarius, while Pluto is moving through this sign of Aquarius, I really feel like we need to focus on our connection with other individuals, whether that be love, whether that be children, whether that be our parents, whether that be our friends in the community, just strangers, so to speak, or just
Colleagues?
people passersby. I really feel like it's important for us to focus on being together and being kind to one another, like this interaction between souls, between you and me. I really feel like that's really the focus and one of the most important questions. And you can ask any question you want. I'm not judging. I'm just saying that I was receiving some information when I was doing my meditation, and they were saying that the most important is for us to work on that. If we're single, if we are thinking about having a relationship or mending a relationship with one of our siblings that we're not speaking to, this is what is that is not most important, but the most growth, the most awareness, and the most benefit for us during this next 20 years. So it was interesting, really interesting. Wow, look at everybody. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you. Amanda's all layered up to go out for a walk. Yeah. Ooh,
I
okay,
went for a
so
walk today for the first time in, it seems like forever. It's the first time it's been warm enough to, and it felt so great. So I hope you had a good walk too, Melinda. Oops,
wow.
or
It
whomever went
was
for the walk.
Amanda. Amanda, it was right
Amanda,
above.
excuse me.
That's where I was reading it right above the question that I chose.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. So, and Craig Dixon is here, and he says, I just got a reading with Joan. She was very insightful, warm, and everything made sense. Thanks, Joan. Aw, that
Thank
was
you,
really
Craig. It was
nice.
nice getting to know you a little better.
Absolutely. So let's move on to Melinda. And she says, I would love to know what my guides want me to know. Okay, good. Good.
I see them, at first it looked like a long pointer, like a teacher would use at the blackboard, but then it turned into a baton, like a conductor uses, and he was going tap 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 on, or a hand was going tap 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 on the other hand, and the conductor, it's all about keeping time, tempo, timing, focus. So tell me more about this, Spirit. What does this mean for Melinda? I think they're trying to get your attention and, okay, tell me more, Spirit. They're saying, okay, that sometimes you get messages or you think you get messages, and just to tune in, because in some of the messages you're getting, timing is important. And a lot of times when, their messages might come in a dream or through a sign, or sometimes it's just a thought in your head that you think is yours. And it's like, oh yeah, I should do that. And then they're very fleeting, and they can just dissolve into the ether. But they're kind of like not taking you to task, but just sort of reminding you when you get the message, jump on it. How about you, Jean? What did you get?
That is that's very, very good, very well done. And wisdom seeker Joan is on fire today, y'all, so make sure you get your questions in. That's I was also seeing a lot of energy around you, Melinda, in the sense that there are messages and synchronicities and signs that are sort of like in the ether, in your auric field, that you're either not intentionally ignoring, but you're not opening up to receiving, or to being open to this guidance. I feel as though you're just waiting for something right in front of you to appear, rather than going within and listening and almost like tuning in. They just want you to tune into what's already around you. I feel like that there's guidance, or just some information or guidance or synchronicities that are around you. If you see something, they don't want you to doubt it. They want you to give them the benefit of the doubt and say, thank you. I know that's from you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No matter if you think it's the reflection of the sun coming out of the door and you say, well, that could just be the sun. It's for you. It was appeared in front of you. Just say thank you. Well, it is, but it could possibly be the sun, and maybe it is, but because it was there in front of you at that moment when you were thinking of something, that's a gift. And there's things that we can explain away, but it's really important to stay in the magic of the moment. Sorry, that went off a little bit.
No, that was great.
It was very similar to what you were saying too, Joan. So I thought that was really good. All right. So Jessica is here. Hi, Jessica. Nice to see you. She says, I would love a reading. Been single for a long time. Wondering if love is even in the cards for me.
I'm getting yes, but the while the pendulum was moving, I was also hearing it starts with self-love. So loving and accepting yourself as an individual, and then oh, now I'm seeing pictures of like curly cues of vines and flowers sprouting out from that. That's the fertilizer for everything else to grow. And let's see what the archangels have to say. This is the archangel of faith, who says, lead with confidence.
Oh, can you
So
hold that up a little longer there, Joan? What is she? Archangel of faith?
it's of faith. And the message
Oh,
is lead with confidence.
there you go.
And
Wow.
yeah, I think it's a really beautiful image, and to kind of see yourself that way as, a beautiful, wonderful, deserving being, and being confident in yourself, and that you are lovable, and loving yourself, and then more will flow from that. Anything else right
Yeah.
now?
I'm
Oh, I'm
hearing the
also seeing
word
the list. Check, check, check. Kind of manifest the person you want to.
I'm also hearing the word respect, that you deserve respect, Jessica. And you call the shots. You tell them how you would like to be treated. But that self love is definitely what I was getting as well. And it takes a little while, because sometimes if we ended if a past relationship ended and we feel guilty in any way, whether it's our fault or not, we just feel guilty for some reason or another. We really need to let go of that and cut those cords from that last relationship and start fresh and new. So let me just see. Will Jessica meet somebody by June 1st of 2024? Will Jessica meet the love of her life by January 1st of 2025? Will Jessica meet the love of her life by June 1st of 2025? Yes. Will Jessica meet the love of her life by April 1st of 2025. No. So anywhere around May or June of 2025, Jessica, but it doesn't mean, I think that during that time, it's important to date and to get that practice so you can see what you like and what you don't like, what it is that you're looking for and what it is that is like a, what do they call it? A, not a game changer, but, um, what it is that you just won't compromise to, like if somebody doesn't like to travel or somebody doesn't like pets or something like that, whatever that is. But this way you'll get to know a little bit more of what you are looking for and sort of put in that request in a detailed manner. So all the best to you, Jessica. You definitely are on your way. Thank you very much for your question. Okay, Roxanne, I see that. And
And
I
hello,
see,
Karen Doyle.
and hi, Karen Doyle. Yes, here is Roxanne. Oh, wait 1 second, Roxanne. I see Jessica replied, been working on self-love lately, and this is resonating. Oh,
Good. All the best to you, my dear.
thank you, Jessica. Okay, so Roxanne says, I have a pendulum. Can I contact my guides myself? Absolutely. Absolutely, Roxanne. You certainly may. And one of the things I like to say um, is is uh, uh, is this my angels that I'm speaking with? And it says yes. And I say, is this my guides that is answering me on my pendulum? It says yes. And then I said, is this my deceased loved ones answering me on my pendulum? And it always says no. And I was surprised. I didn't know. I thought it was all of them. And it says no. So it's my guides and my angels on my pendulum. And I always like to try and start with the question, is now a good time to ask questions? And you can also ask questions like, am I 7 feet tall? Just so that you would know what a no looks like, unless you're 7 feet tall. You can say, am I 8 feet tall? And then you can say, is my first name Roxanne or whatever? Like I always say, is my first name Jean, to make sure you calibrate it and see what a definite yes is and what a definite no is. And in the beginning, when you're asking, you can say, um, what would be a like should I have pancakes for breakfast? Or are pancakes my, don't try not to say should, are pancakes in my highest good? Are pancakes at uh, uh, beneficial for me to have for breakfast today? And it says yes. And you can say, are pancakes not in my highest good? So, like, ask the same question, but in the opposite way, so that you can become more accustomed to the answers that you're getting, um, and sort of like verify them almost. And you might get conflicting answers, but sometimes it's a lot of times it's the phrasing of the question and the way that you the clarity that you come through with the question. But yeah, you could definitely connect with your guides yourself, Roxanne. Let me know how
And
that goes.
yeah, and I agree with all of what you were saying. Also, if you're just starting out using it for that way, you might want to just like put it in some salt or something to kind of clear it and then put it in a pocket or whatever, just carry it around or have it next to your body for a day or two. And I ask all those types of questions. Sometimes I also ask, and can I ask about Roxanne's
Mm.
relationship or whatever it is before I start a series of questions. And then if I'm unsure, I'll say, am I influencing the result of this question? And just to clarify, because I'm always afraid that's, am I putting too much of my energy in what I want to be the answer into this? Or sometimes I'll ask guides to like put up a barrier so that my intentions or my wishes are not influencing the pendulum too. So you can just have an extra layer of trust in it.
Wow, that's a good question. They're good tips, Joan. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. All the best to you, Roxanne. And let us know how you can do it with us. You can play along.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I see Robin is here. Hi, Robin. She says, I would love to have some guidance on career and love. So let's start with, I'm going to start with career for Robin.
Okay.
You just tune into your energy there. So I feel like, Robin, you are already, you're in a position that you liked at some point, and I think that it may be the position either changed or circumstances changed that left you a little either bored or disappointed with your where you're working now. It seems like. Employees overall with companies are requiring a little more personal um, allowances or personal consideration. Like we want to be considered as a human being, not just somebody that comes in and performs a task. Um, That's something I feel is you're either bored or you're wondering, should I stay here or am I going to go anywhere here? But I see that you're asking yourself questions, and it's almost like, is this worth it? I keep getting up and going in and doing my job. Is it going to amount to anything? Is it really uh, serving my heart? I think that may be a question that you're asking yourself. Is it really making me happy? Like it's at one point it was, but something has changed. And I'm not sure if it's your desire, your awareness has changed, or if it was the circumstances. But now is the time, if you are looking to make a new change, to start looking, because of the energies are very uh, very much carrying us forward. And I do, you're definitely, you have a lot to offer. And I'm not sure you've found exactly what it is that makes your heart sing, but once you do and you start doing that, everything else will fall into place. So take that into consideration. How about you, Joan?
Yeah, when I tuned into Robin, I saw a hand holding like a spiral bound manual, and the other hand was turning over the page, like it's okay. It's time to turn the page, to try something new, and that could be just the start of the new year. Let's start fresh. Let's have a clean slate. It could be a move within the organization or the situation that you're in now, or it could be a move to something different. And then the next scene that I got was that there were seeds. So here's this manual that's kind of sitting out here like this. And then there were seeds, and then a tree grew out of the seeds that you put there. So there's new growth coming from new ideas. So maybe you stay in the same job and are able to go present a project to the boss and say, well, why don't we do it this way? And new growth happens. But it's like a new start, a fresh approach, something that grows from new creative ideas that you might suggest. Maybe you move to a different position where your ideas and input is appreciated and nurtured more than where it is now. I know that's really vague, but I do see it's time for something fresh. Oh, and now should we do love?
Let's go ahead and start another question,
Okay.
and maybe Robin can come back and ask another one. And I just want to say hello to Julie. Julie, I was looking for your message. Let me see if I can see it. For some reason, Julie, I'm not seeing yours. I don't know why that is. Okay. Um, So I just wanted to shout out and say hi, Julie. Thanks for being here. I can see you on the Facebook, but I can't see you on here. Again, we had that one problem with Julie the last time. I
Oh,
told her to
dang.
give me a try again. So this is Thelma. Hi, Thelma. Thelma Truitt. She says, hi, ladies. Anything for me would be fine. So let's
Let's see
give
what we
her
got
an
here.
energy reading. Um, And Julie, just try to unfriend me and friend me again or something. I don't know why it's not coming up, honestly. But maybe I can just cut and paste.
Thelma, what I'm getting for you is my throat chakra is lighting up, which means it's time to speak up and say your piece and speak your truth. You don't have to be belligerent or anything, even just to quietly say whatever it is that you need to say. And I see this happening, and it's it's coming out in my what I'm seeing in my head is first just like a little, you say something and it's like a bird has made a little peep, and here's a little quarter note here. And then remember, like in the cartoons with Snoopy and Woodstock, there'd be just like a little note and then all kinds of tweeting up there. And that's what's happening. It's hard to make that first peep, but then it comes out like a song. And and okay, what more can you tell me about this for Thelma? Also, they're emphasizing not only speaking and singing your song, but listening to others too. And that's how, and they're saying, and that's how you get the harmony, to take it in, but also be sure that your ideas and your voice is heard too. See if there's as long as we're talking about tweeting, I got the osprey feather, which is a big, strong bird, not just a little tweety pie. He's a sea eagle. Your success is now at hand. Allow abundance to flow to you effortlessly. What's the spirit message here, really, spirit, with the osprey? Um, I don't know if bald eagles do that, but what comes to mind is that osprey, when they pick up a fish, they turn and they hold it this way so that there's less drag when they're flying away. So maybe there's something about the way you speak to people, the way you use your voice. Just couch things in a way that will create less friction for them. Get your message out, but say it in a way that will promote harmony and less friction. And then all will be well.
Wow. That was really beautiful, Joan. You got the chills on that one. Wow.
They're
Wow.
big, powerful birds.
Yeah. So Thelma, I was getting that you had a lot to say. I was getting that you have some wisdom and you have a point of view, and they want you to have confidence in that. That you do have a uh, you do have an awareness and intuition and inspiration. You have all of these things that when it's almost like you're really good at giving other people advice, but when it comes to you taking your own advice, it's hard. It's true for all of us, and but they're saying to be confident in your own voice and to listen to the advice and the wisdom that you give to others, and incorporate it instead of giving it away. Like, make sure you fill your cup before you pour it onto others, is what I'm feeling. But you do have a lot of wisdom and really amazing intuition as well.
Beautiful.
Yeah, quite strong energy there. Ooh.
Legs
Oh,
tingly, understand it all. Good.
aw, very good, Thelma. Thank you. Okay. Hi, Trisha. Nice to see you. Um, this was one I just cut and paste. This one is from Julie, and she says, "Hi, Speedies. Any guidance or messages for me? I feel like I'm done here. Aw, what does my soul want to do yet?" Okay.
Okay.
So it's Julie Wentz is her name. Let's see what we
Okay.
can get for her. So I feel like, Julie, you're an empath and you're picking up a lot of these heavy energies from the collective, if you know what that means. And I feel as though you're almost carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. And it's, it's, this is something that's going to pass, Julie. So make sure you put that into your plans and don't start giving away the good china. You know what I mean? This is going to pass. You're going to get through this, and there'll be a reprieve and a new chapter ahead. It's almost like going into a winter and then the next season of spring will be here. And perhaps even in the spring, things may turn out differently for you or show up differently for you. But I feel as though this is not for the long term. I feel as though something's going to change and you'll have a new outlook in a short while. How about you, Joan?
Yeah, I was getting the same thing. The first thing I heard was to just let go of the heaviness. And oh, the first thing I heard actually was you're here and you're meant to be here because you're here still. So that's the answer to that. But then they said it's time to just let go, release, let go of the heaviness. And then they showed me a Luna moth. They're these big, big white moths with like big eyes on the wings. And they're kind of greenish white and kind of magical looking. So I don't know if that has any special meaning for you, but just the idea of its big white wings being very, very kind of magical, and it's sort of like moonlight. They're just big light things. So think about the Luna moth and letting go of heavy responsibilities. I hope that's helpful.
Beautiful. Really beautiful. All the best to you, Julie. Thank you for your question. Let me just do this. All right, I see Ice Wolf, and she says, "Hello, please. What would my guides want me to know about my current situation?" So, if you wouldn't mind, Ice Wolf, let us know. Is this about love and family, or is this about your spiritual, uh, you know, progress, or is this about your career? Just so that we can give you the best answer. I don't want you to tell me everything, just a little bit, just a direction.
And while we wait for that, I had another little idea for Julie. The big spots on the Luna moth are like eyes. So it's like saying you can look at everything, take it all in, but remain light.
Ooh,
Just a
very
little
nice.
note.
And oh, okay, I see that. And Miranda is saying the Luna moth, a beautiful fuzzy guy, if I remember right. Oh,
I think
neat.
so. Yeah.
Neat. Maybe even look up the spiritual meaning of that lunar moth.
Yeah.
So Ice Wolf
Yep.
said love and family. So she wants to
Okay.
know what her guides want to tell her about her current situation. I do feel a little bit of hurt feelings. I do feel some, I want to say the word exacerbation, and that means like you're just, um, it's tough for you. It's tough for you. I feel like it's hard enough to take care of ourselves, let alone the kids and the family and all of their issues as well. I feel as though you are um, a strong and uh, capable, beautiful soul, and these days are tough for you to manage. Patience, write down your feelings, talk to somebody, and obtain some information that will help you get out of the um, just seems like there's something that is recurring. It's like a cycle that keeps recurring, and you feel like maybe you fixed it, or it's done, or it's over with, or you worked on it, and then it comes back again, and you're just sort of like at your wits' end, trying to figure out what to do because you thought that you've done everything that you possibly could. But I feel as though if you might get some assistance in learning some language, some a way to present your feelings or your position, and or maybe reach for outside help for the other family member that you are trying to help, but it doesn't seem like it's making a big difference. How about you, Joan?
Yeah, I got the heaviness too. And what I pictured was your heart, and it has wings, but they're flapping really slowly. And it's like in this shaft. And it's just like, oh, it's so hard to try and just lift up a little bit, a little bit. And so I asked, so what can she do about this? And then there was a diving board, and the heart went and sat there. The heart has legs as well as wings. And you're just sitting there and kind of recovering. And as you're breathing, the diving board starts to kind of bounce and give you a little lift. There's some resilience there. So I think what that means is to find a place where you can find some support, find something that will not just support you but will lift you up. And that might be just going off to coffee with friends, or finding, you know, having a massage or something like that. But find some sort of place, and ask your angels and guides to just provide it. So just sounds like you're stressed, you're busy, there's a million things going on. Just say, put it in front of me. How and help you recognize what this is. Maybe it's, I don't know, finding, just going out and having a glass of wine with a friend or something like that. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. And that it doesn't have to be something big, but it's going to give you enough of a lift that you can go back to the work of lifting your heart up. So what's going to happen longer term? Yeah, you get out of this shaft. This, it's almost like a chimney or something like that. And again, in every so often, there's like the diving board thing, and then you're up on the top, and you can sit there, and then you take flight. So it's step by step. Self care, I guess, is the situ or the total answer for that. But you're going to make it, honey.
Absolutely, Ice Wolf. All the best to you. And she says, thank you, thank you. You're very welcome.
Yes.
You are welcome. So let's see who is next here. Looking for somebody. Oh, here it is. Trisha. Trisha Mary is here. And she says, pure fluke that I jumped on while you're live. So if you have time, I'm always open to any messages you may have. Hi, Trisha. Thank you very much for being here. Let's see what we
Yes.
can find out for you. I'll get a message from your spirit guides. There's what I'm hearing for you, Trisha, is that you are a lifeline to many people. Many people rely on you, and it's you, and it's your energy. It's something about your energy. You help people to see themselves and to just feel better about themselves. You have this reflection in your eyes that is so, it's very complimentary, but it's reassuring. Like there's no judgment in your eyes. You're like, everything's okay. You're fine. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. You really just help people to, like, if they're like up here and ramped up, I can see you just calming things down. And it's just your nature. It's your unassuming, um, non-judgmental nature that you have, that's this beautiful energy around you, that effortlessly people feel better around you. Um, and this is a beautiful healing quality as well. How about you, Joan?
That was hilarious. Before you said you're like a lifeline for many people, what I was seeing in my head was uh, there was a pad just like this and a pencil that was drawing vertical lines. And I thought, what's this all about? Then it very went back very carefully, and on top of all this series of vertical lines, made a caret to make it an arrow pointing up. And then you lifted it up so it's pointing vertically. So it's exactly what Jean was talking about, that you're being um, very specific. I'm losing the right word for it, but intentional about maintaining a positive attitude. You're putting effort into the vibration that you put out, and or maybe it's a natural vibration, but you're being very intentional about what you project to other people, and it's paying off for them and for you. And I pulled a card and got the Archangel Uriel,
Oh,
who
that's beautiful.
says success through action. So whatever it is that you're doing, it's helping both you and others, and it has something to do with that upward motion. The raising vibration is pretty much what you're doing, and that's a beautiful thing.
Wonderful. Thank you for being a pure fluke that stopped by. You never know when you're going to hit a live reading. So thank you very much, Trisha. All the best to you. Okay, so I see Mimi Nee here. Hi, Mimi Nee. And she says, what should I do in my current situation? Should I plan to stay or plan to move? And did you need to move? Did you need to know any other details, like if it's out of state or just moving your, I feel it's just your current residence. Is that what you're feeling, Joan? Maybe just her
I'm
current
thinking
residence. Mhm. Let's go on the current residence.
it's either residence or a job. Okay. All right.
Mm.
So Spirit, can we ask this question about Mimi Nee? Yes. Should Mimi Nee stay in the current situation? It's slow. Well, it's going back to yes. And now I'll ask it the other way, just as Jean was suggesting. Is it in Mimi's best interest to move? No. That's what I got.
And that's
How
for
about you?
now. And that's for now. Yeah. And sometimes when mine goes around, I also get a little message, and sometimes it says that it's her free will. Like it's not really a big yes or no, but it'll be okay if she decides to, or it'll be okay if she decides to stay. But yeah, and a lot of this is your own free will. And sometimes when we get the uh it feel it inside of your body there, Mimi. It's some of these I feel as though you are being guided by your spirit guides, and they put an idea or a a notion or a suggestion, and just to see how we feel about it. And if it's something that you've been thinking about for a while, then I would take it seriously. If it just comes up every once in a while, or you're just wondering, it's important to see how you feel about it, how, and perhaps even write down like the pros and the cons, and really feel in the center of your solar plexus, like above your belly button and below your heart there, and just feel how you would feel about it. It's and don't let fear stand in your way. Like if it's something that you want to do but you're afraid, that's not a reason not to do it. If it's something that you really want to do, I feel as though, especially right now, I don't know if everybody knows, but all of the planets are going to be moving in the same, moving direct on Uranus is the last planet to move direct on January 27th, which is Saturday. All the planets will be moving direct. No planets will be in retrograde. So it's a forward momentum, and it's going to be that way until April 1st of 2024. And it's a good time to get that momentum if you're feeling like it. But it's really important for you to just focus in on your solar plexus and take into account how strong that desire is. Um, yeah. So I'm just going to leave it there. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm just going to give an example recently from my own life where I was so in my head and back and forth on a decision, and I finally brought in someone who both knew me and knew the situation. They went over I won't go into what it was, and said, "You wouldn't be happy here. We know you. We know you wouldn't be happy with decision A." And then I thought it through, and it's like, yeah. And I knew it wasn't just, okay, I'm going to have somebody else make the decision, but it was exactly what you said. It felt like a ton of bricks had been lifted off my shoulders. And there's, I could intellectually argue the other way, but the feeling that I got from opening door number one was so great. I just really recommend that that you listen to your body, and because it will tell you.
Absolutely. I love that, Joan. And thank you for sharing that. And sometimes we just need a new perspective or another opinion um, to really see if it's something that we really want. I know it's difficult, me, and but I think this is helpful for you. I think that, it's almost like teaching you how to fish rather than handing you a fish. If that makes any sense. But thank you very much, Mimi. Thank you. So Lisa Keller is here. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for coming. She says, "What do my spirit guides want me to know?" That's a good question. I'm
Hmm.
just saying that because that was on my that was the title of it. But good, good. Oh, you're welcome, Mimi. She appreciates the help. You're welcome.
Oh, good.
And you're welcome, Trisha. She says you both are awesome.
Thank you.
All right, Lisa Keller. What do my spirit guides want me to know? Lisa Keller. So I'm getting the feeling that you are accomplished. You are organized, efficient, and productive, and yet you still have this yearning of that there's something more, and it's like I've crossed all my t's and dotted all my i's. I've on the outside, or from another person's point of view, everything seems to be in order, but it just you still have this wondering about something more. And a lot of times this is in search of our own, getting to know your own soul's essence, your own higher self, your own spirituality, and your own connection to the universe, source, other souls. So I don't know if you have a practice in meditation or a practice in running your chakras or balancing your chakras, and um, just getting to know the Lisa Keller that is within this human container, if that makes sense. How about you, Joan?
Well, I was seeing all kinds of fun things on your behalf, Lisa. They were showing me the first thing was just a yellow pennant flag, kind of triangular yellow flag. I looked on the staff, and all of a sudden, it's a big parade. There's a big parade. There's, floats and everything like that, and people walking with straw boaters for some reason. And I don't know what the celebration's for, but then I was asking, what's going on here? And it was a big celebration, and you're kind of leading the parade. You're bringing together community, and there's something about your ideas, your enthusiasm, your vibration can bring people together, and it's a party. So I drew a card for you, and I got the pheasant, and the message is: the time is right for creation and connection. Focus your attention on these areas. So I think that's kind of what the parade was about, that you sort of created the celebration or brought people together by it. And it all just started from you walking around with that little yellow flag. And it somehow you brought something out to the fore. Other people joined you, and it was fun. And there was a sense of community and of doing something together that came from it. And I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but that's what I saw.
Very nice, Joan. Thank you very much. And I just want to do a shout out for Cody. Hey, Cody, nice to see you. He says, it's been a long time, but hi. Scorpio Mama is here. Karen Doyle is here. MCB is here. You guys are all still here. Thank you for being here. Let me see who is coming up next. Okay, so I see KK is here. Hi, KK. What would my spirit guides want me to know? Let's see if we can get a spiritual connection for KK. So I feel as though you're having fun. I feel as though you're finding the joy in life. Um, and that you have like a carefree type of attitude, like it's okay if my hair is messy, it's okay if you're a little bit late, and it's okay if I have to postpone. You're very much easy come easy go, really laid back, very accommodating, and this serves you well. You don't have a real strong grip on any type of outcome, or and it really allows you to flow in, to go with the flow and flow with the your guidance. I do feel as though you're quite free spirited, and I feel as though you're really happy. um you want to learn more. You have a thirst for knowledge, and spiritual knowledge specifically, and I think that you'll definitely be an asset for others. Once you might want to take some classes if you're interested in some of these classes that are coming up. um, and you'll really flourish. You'll be really surprised at yourself, I think. And you'll be like, I never really thought I this was something for me, but it's something that'll just creep up on you, I think, KK. So yeah, that was interesting.
Well, I'm continuing on the theme of parades and gatherings. Now we're at not the circus, like a carnival. And KK, you're in a roller coaster at the top of a big uh, drop. And so it's this big drop. It's kind of scary. I saw it from the side, and then I saw it from the rider's perspective. It was pretty scary. But there's just one huge one like that, and then it goes up again, and there's quite a long series of smaller ones. So it's like there might be a challenge, there might be something a little scary coming up, but you get through it just fine. And then the series of smaller ones just kept going on and on. And I finally checked back and said, well, what happens? And the series of smaller events got boring for you after a while because a big hot air balloon came and you grabbed onto that, and then you're off to other things. So there might be like some bigger, exciting or challenging event coming up, then a period of relative ease, and then something new that will be fun and lift you up after that. And when I got a feather card for you, I got the finch saying new opportunities and choices are opening to you now, so claim them. So if somebody asks you to go to the carnival, go on the roller coaster.
Wow. Wow. And what a beautiful, beautiful energy that you have there, KK. And she says, yes, I go with the flow mood. It's helpful a lot with a lot of life's little fires. And she said that she is very thirsty for spirit. Thank you. And I definitely have been looking into taking a class. Excellent. Well, good for you,
Perfect.
KK. I'm happy for you. Very nice. Um, so nice. So we're getting close. Let's just try one more. And
Sure.
Melody Hart is here. Hi, Melody. Thanks for being here. She said, "What do my guides want me to know?" All right, Melody. And KK, let me just go back here 1 second because KK says, I'm ready for a new opportunity and love roller
Oh,
coasters.
good.
I can feel that inner energy. That's so lovely. So lovely. So, Melody, you do have some loved ones who are near you and watching over you. Um, and maybe even a pet that has crossed over. I feel as though there are questions or uh, like signs and synchronicities that are going on around you, and that are your loved ones, just reassuring you and supporting you. I feel like you're not that you're on your own, but you feel as though you make the decisions for your own life, which we all do. But it seems like there's been a role reversal recently, um, that you're very strong and you're able to take the lead in decision making, and you're very good at it. People rely on you, um, but you also would really need a little bit of guidance along the way. And I feel as though your loved ones are around you, um, giving you these little signs and synchronicities. So keep a keep an eye out and maybe listen if you get a song in your head, or if when you wake up in the morning you have a thought in your mind, or if you see a penny or a dime on the ground. I feel as though you have this a little bit of tapping on the shoulder, and what they want you to know is that they're there for you, and that they're okay, and they're supporting you. So I'm not sure if you're thinking about somebody. I just kind of get that energy around you.
Yeah. When I first tuned in, Melody, I heard bells and saw bells. First, they were like kind of big, big bells, like maybe in a church belfry or something. But then they turned into smaller bells, like you might be hearing just a little ringing or something. I think it turned into something like this, where it's a higher vibration bell. They're trying to get your attention, and maybe, as Jean said, with signs and synchronicities, to kind of pay attention to that. Um, and then I saw a flower. It's just all yellow with lots of leaves, sort of like a daisy, but it's all yellow. And I'm seeing it from underneath, and they're emphasizing the delicacy and the translucence, and sort of showing how it's on a very thin stem, kind of how fragile it is, but how strong it is too, because then a bee comes and sits on it, and it's strong enough to support that. So I'm thinking that there are times when you feel fragile and breakable, but spirit is saying you're built for this. You, just like that flower is built for the certain kind of bee that comes in or whatever, and it has everything it needs to have that interaction with the bee and give what it, give the pollen and all of that. You're strong enough to do this. You might feel really weak sometimes, but reaching toward the sun, taking in the higher vibration that we're hearing from the bells. Um, just do what you can to lift your vibe and have confidence in yourself that even though you might not now feel like you're strong enough to do what needs to be done in your life, but you are. You were built for this. Your soul chose this path, and you can do it.
That is really beautiful. Wow. That is really beautiful. And she says, truth chills. She
Oh,
says,
good.
yes, yes, very much so.
Good.
Um, yeah, Melody. I, she said, wow, perfect. Thank you so much. You're very
Ah,
welcome, Melody. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful energies here tonight. And so many lovely questions and so many people here in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for being here and for asking your questions. It was really nice. I'm sorry if we didn't get to all of your questions. I wanted to make sure that some people who hadn't had a question in a while or maybe are new here were able to get their questions in today as well. You're welcome. Shosha says, "Thank you. You're very welcome." It was nice. It was nice. Your beautiful energy there, Trisha, very much. And Wiki, lovely messages. Thank you, Wiki, and
Yes.
thank you, Nico, Nico, and
Indeed.
Wiki. You'll have to
Yes.
change your sign, your name. Yeah, very good. So, Joan, do you have anything else coming up this week that you wanted to share with everybody before we go?
I am back on Meeting with the Mediums this Thursday with Allie. I've been off for several weeks, so I'm looking forward to that. So that's 4:30 Central on Thursday. How about you?
Excellent. And it's Allie, Heart and Soul Connected. And
Yes.
Wisdom Seeker Joan, if anybody has not gone over and subscribed to Wisdom Seeker Joan, we're trying to get her to 500 subscribers. And this way she has, once we reach that certain threshold, she's able to do more things on her channel and make more offers. So please do go over and subscribe to Wisdom Seeker Joan. And Joan is also available for private readings, and you can find that information on her website, I mean, on her YouTube channel as well, correct?
Yes.
And
Yes.
is there any particular way? Did you want to give them anything else?
I think that's about it for now, but I apologize for not being around a little bit more, but I will be booking some more readings and being more active. So I'm back. How about you,
Absolutely.
Jean? What's happening with you?
I will be on with the Psychic Triad on Friday, and that's with Terri Suzuki and Terry Lee from Pure Visionary Psychic Medium, and we will be there on Friday at 4:30 Eastern and 1:30 Pacific, and that's on my YouTube channel, SunPsychic Jean. And I am also available for readings. I just opened up some extra hours if anybody is available or is interested in booking with me. I do hour readings, 30-minute readings, 15-minute readings. So there's something for everybody there. So it's just sunpsychicjean.com and you can find out all that information there. But thank you, everybody. Roxanne says, I sent you a thank you. I just wanted you to know how much I love your messages. I'll try it today. Very good. You're welcome, Roxanne. And
Wonderful.
let us know how it turns out. It's a journey. It's so magical. It's so magical, y'all. It really is. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, everybody. Thank you, Joan, for being here. Your messages were absolutely wonderful, as always.
Thank you for having me. And thanks everybody for coming. This was a really fun day. Thanks.
It was really fun, you guys.
It was
Bye-bye.